Hello, I think we're live. This is the second stream of the day, except the first stream was over on Twitch. We were playing through the new All Hallows Dreams. It was basically like a community event where everyone made pumpkins, they made lots of different Halloween rooms, and we explored 3 different Halloween mansions. So if you want to check out that full stream, it's over on Twitch. Same name, LittleBigAnimation. I'll probably make a video on it as soon as I can, highlighting some of my favourite rooms, which will be quite good. There were some really good ones there. But I thought I would do another stream afterwards on YouTube because we still have to do our crate stream. And it's probably not going to be a super long stream today. I just wanted to show you some of the progress I've been making with the character. She's still got a lot of work to be done, still a lot of work with the animations, but I think she's a lot better than what she used to be, certainly. So I'll show you what I've been doing, and we'll just keep working on it until I need to go. I'm hoping that I can get a demo out for Halloween. I always say I want a demo out and it never happens, but if I'm feeling good about the demo, it'll happen, right? It'll happen. I just need to hope that everything goes to plan. But I am hopeful that everything's going to be good. Okay, so I'm just going to type in that we're playing Dreams. It's quite annoying because on Twitch, you play Dreams, it automatically says you're playing Dreams. On YouTube, it does not. So you have to actually go into the settings and actually say, hey, I'm actually playing Dreams. Right, let me just get the video link here. Then we're ready to go. Loading, loading. Right, I'm just getting the chat up just now. Oh, there we go. Hello, Housemoomin. Nice to see you here. Who would have thought it? So it's a first double whammy for you. You were first here and you were first on Twitch. Excellent. Hey, Alpha Werewolf. Funny seeing you here too. Coincidence. Hey, Josh. Nice to see you. Why am I hearing Resident Evil OST? Because normally when we do the survival horror create streams, we always put music in the background. So because it's survival horror themed, Resident Evil's a survival horror game, so I just put that in the background. Like, listen, this is without the music, right? Hello, I'm streaming, I'm making a game, it's kind of boring, so put on the music, right? And at least it's something, right? Plus, Housemoomin wants me to put his mad soundtrack on at some point. One of those days it'll happen. Hey, Creepy Ice Cream, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I've decided to take out my nipples so they don't cause much of an issue. It kind of looks plain, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, robots don't really have nipples, right? So I don't think you've got much to worry about there. Wow, that message looks really weird without context. Yeah. If no one was here on the Twitch stream earlier, Housemoomin was talking about how he loves nipples and he made a robot with nipples. For no reason. That's the context. He just made it, you know, why not? It really does... doesn't say that again, yeah. Don't say that again, yeah. Housemoomin, watch your language. It's about something I'm creating, I swear. Yeah, I'll give everyone the full context. So, you know, the MP Awards... They host them like every, I don't know, was it at the end of January or something? The second one's obviously going to be next January, and what they want to do is it's an awards show to give people MP awards, kind of like the Oscars, you know, for Dreams. And in between the awards, they want to stretch out the show. They don't want it just to be like, here's who won the awards, okay, good night. They want to try and fill it with other things, so they want 10 ads that they want to put in between the awards. And Media Molecule are also going to have some of their own things in the stream, so maybe they might be teasing online multiplayer or some other Dreams update, PS5 update, who knows. But if they're putting some of their own stuff in there, they must have like some advertisements of their own, legitimate ones, and some fake, funny Dreams advertisements from the community. So they're just trying to make a big deal about it, I think. What? No, I don't like nipples. It was for humour. You love nipples. Why did you make them? That's the question. Your imp, what is going on? I know he's transformed for Halloween. Can you believe it? He's all costumed up. Do you like it? He's a vampire this Halloween. Ooh, going to suck your blood or house Moomin's nipples. Halloween imp. Yep, there's tons of them. Can I get them? Yeah, you just need to log in and you'll have them all for free. When you select one at the start, you can select another one. You just need to go into your imp carousel, go to the end of the list. There's like Frankenstein, an eyeball, Count Impula. There's a bat, there's a pumpkin, there's a ghost. There's quite a lot. There's like 7. And if you're not happy with how one looks, you can do what I did. I had to randomise an imp to try and find a red vampire. It took me a long time, but eventually I found it. So if you don't like the colours or the design, you can always randomise and try and find one, but it's going to take you a bit longer to do that, unfortunately. Yeah, they're free. Yeah, all free. But you have to get it now because I don't know the exact date, but maybe like at the end of October, they're going to take the imps away and you'll never get them again. So you have to log in between now and then to guarantee that you get the imps. So don't forget, if you're not on Dreams in the next couple of weeks, you might miss them. Do you know how to make a timer go back up and also change its speed? I'm not like super logic pro. I mean, I know there's a bunch of logic here, but I had to figure things out, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not so good at telling people, like, yeah, you do this and then you do that. I'd have to mess around with it. I think you want to make the timer go backwards, maybe? I remember on Little Big Planet, the way I used to do it is like, you make a sequencer, right? I don't know if this would help you, right? A timeline, right? And then we would put events like, say, I don't know, just for example, right? Hold on, it's probably a bad example, stupid keyframes. I hate how they automatically edit every time you go in. Right, hold on. Let me get something here, right? It's just a quick example, right? Imagine like there's a state. Oh my god. Right, just make it bigger. It's still not moving. Right, there's a state here, there's a state here, there's a state here. So you can basically make a positional thing. So like, say this is health. that's full health. And then as you lose health, you can move it down like that. And then if you gain health, you go back up the way. So instead of doing a timer back and forward, you could use a timeline to go back and forward. Just make it positional. But I don't know if that's what you're looking for. If you're actually looking for how to make a timer go backwards, I'm not sure. I'll need to find out. Yeah, when you go into Dreams, you can put them on. That's it. Also, the robots are kind of a teaser for Cyber Spy. Oh, nice. 2 in 1. He took his sunglasses off and became a vampire. He did indeed. He actually just folded his sunglasses and became eyebrows. They're very foldable. Stop talking about nipples. I'm not talking about nipples. You're talking about nipples. No more nips. Hey, Jinkage. Nice to see you again. Hi, Mario's older brother. Who the hell's Mario's? Okay, let me see the first scene. Now it's all done. It's not all done. What are you talking about? I'm still working on it. What happened to your collaboration? You said you would invite me to your collab to help you with your Resident Evil game. If you send it to me, I can help you. Hey Crooked Vulture, nice to see you again. Oh, you've got a nice creepy ghost going on there. I like it. You should play something scary in Dreams. Yeah, I've been playing some horror games now and again. On Twitch we played a lot of horror games. Normally I don't play stuff until Monday. Normally on Twitch though we're going to try and play on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like extra streams. Right, I'll show you this character in a minute. How is Small Human green? Because he's a channel member. Basically, the first month of being a channel member, you get a red imp. The second month, I think it's purple. And then after 3 months, I guess it's the green one. And then he has to wait. Once he's there for 6 months, it's another colour. I can't remember if it was orange or something. And then a year, and then 2 years. So it's kind of like a badge that updates the longer you remember. Just like Josh, he's purple. Ah, it's crooked. Everyone run away. I know there's no videos about it. That's why I asked you. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll try and figure it out. Like, it's not something I've had to use yet, so. But I'll see if I can figure out. I mean, what's the context? What are you trying to do with the counter? Like, what's the idea? What do you need it for? Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'll invite you at the weekend. Okay, sure. But if you want me to start working on the character early, that's what I mean. Like, if you make an element, create an element, choose character, and then it means I can work on the character whilst you're working on the environment, you know? That way I don't get in your way. Do you get scared? I used to. A lot of horror games these days don't really scare me. Sometimes I might get a jump scare, but nothing that makes me like, oh, you know. Those days are kind of gone, I think. I was just about to ask when I get my new badge, but the next badge comes in like 4 or 5 months. The next badge is on the 6th month, so you've been a member for over 3 months, so you have to wait like another 2.5 months maybe. Whenever your badge turns green, you have to wait another three months. So it's a lot shorter than you think. Hey Naf, it's Caldo! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to show off some of my character progress for our survival horror game. Still got a lot of animation work to do. Our animations are awful. But the idea was just to get the logical working first, and then basically I can go back and I can tweak the keyframes. That'll be easy. To get that imp with the crown, you should be a member for like 2 years. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a 2-year thing. Yeah. I think there's 6 badges in total. Do you know what Five Nights at Freddy's AR special delivery is? I've heard of it. I've just never seen it. But I think I get the idea. Resi 2, 3 days in my house. That fear was amazing. I won it back. I know. I still remember that day when we were playing Resident Evil 2, and we went down into the parking lot, the police station parking lot, and we couldn't see any enemies. We could only hear the lickers, and all we could hear was, you know, the lickers when they do that with their nails, and we're like, oh no, there's a licker in the room. And then we turned and we ran away and we went through the door. I'm not going through there. There's a licker over there. No way. I'll be 16 when I get the crown badge. Nice timing then. Really puts it into perspective. I know. Just imagine what we would have achieved by then. We'll have at least a good few games out by then as well. Who knows where the channel will be by then? In like a year and what, 7 months? Actually more than that, a year and 9 or something. Depends when you became a member. But yeah, there's a long way to go, but hopefully we'll see the progression here as well. Right, so I'll quickly show you this character. So this is my logic, right? Lo and behold. So I kept all my running logic in here, right? These are the 3 states. This is when you're full health, right? So that basically tells you that you can walk, you can run, and you can turn around, basically. If you've got medium health, same thing, just you have a different animation, and you obviously walk a bit slower. And then the same thing, you've got low health, different animation, and you walk even slower. And these are the Hauschmumen, these are the variables. Look, I'll explain to you how variables work, right? This is a health variable. This basically detects what the variable is, right? So with a variable, you can set it to a number. So say you're in a shop and you buy things and you want a specific number, you would set the number. Get just grabs the number. It just says, what is the number? And you can either use that to activate it, or you can use a calculator. So I'll show you that in a minute. You can add to a variable, and you can also reset the variable. And when you add things, you can choose how much you add it by, and if it adds as it's powered on, or is it a continuous number that increases. So what I've got here is, so I've got a variable called health, right? I don't know if I've got it in this scene. I think it's in my inventory. Basically, when you go to your variable, right, you call this the same name, right? Health. And it's at 0, right? So my variables are set up with a calculator, right? So this calculator is on an equal sign. So it's waiting for an input, right? And since that's set to get, it wants to get the number of this variable. So down here I've got 3. So that if that variable equals 3, so it's 3, okay, it was 3, it activates A. So that's full health. If it equals 2, medium health. If it equals 1, low health. So that's all it's doing. It's just finding what is the number, and that's what you do with the numbers. It has to be 1, 2, or 3 to activate it. That's it. So when you're doing your main menu, all you do is you make a variable. For you it's easier. You don't even need to use the numbers if you don't want to. If you just want to create a variable that turns something on and off, like if you complete chapter 2 and you want chapter 2 to unlock on the main menu, you don't even need to use numbers. It's not important. Just call it chapter 2 unlock, right? Make sure it persists in the dream, because that's what saves it across multiple scenes. And then in here you'll basically call that chapter 2 unlock. You'll get, and that will get the information. So in the main menu it will try and read what if the variable's on. So once you complete chapter 2, you will basically get one of these, right? And you'll use the add function. You add 1, right? Or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just add anything, right? And then it'll add the value here. So when you go back to the main menu, it will get that number. Okay, there's a number, so I will turn on. And when that turns on, that logic goes to the logic that activates your chapter 2 on the main menu. It's really that simple. Really, it's that simple. Alright, so if you get any questions, let me know. I'll have Cyber Spy 69 out by then. Sounds great. Hey Black Rage Games, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Just showing off my character here, some of my crappy logic. Some of this is a bit messy, by the way. It's not actually optimized for people to see. This logic up here is just footsteps, so just depending on what you're standing on. So stone, wood, metal, gravel, dirt, grass, water, and then it just senses the tag, and then it plays the sound effect on your footsteps. That's all that is. Easy. This is the combat logic. Well, this logic here is the quick turn. If you press down and square, I think it is, you can do a quick turn. And then these keyframes are for when you're aiming your gun. So that's aiming straight, that's aiming up, that's aiming down. And this is what happens when you actually fire. So you're firing, it plays the the fire keyframe, the sound effect, and the trigger. I still need to work on a logic for the trigger. Right now I'm just using a quick laser scope, just as a quick example. So that's when you fire straight, up, and down. Same thing, just change the keyframe. And this one is the knife attack. So again, you're knifing straight ahead, you're knifing above you, you're knifing below you. And then this is what actually happens when you knife. There's an animation, there's a sound effect. That just hides my gun. And then that hides the gun, and then that stops other things from happening. So basically that's everything I've done for the character. So I'll show you what it looks like, right? So we've got a character, running around with our character. As you know, we can turn around like this. We can do it the quick turn, so this is the quick turn. I still need to work on all the animations, so these are just like quick default animations. I'll properly go through them once I'm happy with them. Same with the gun, she's not holding the gun properly. Once I'm happy with everything, I'll animate the fingers and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically she can aim up, she can aim down. So there you go, fire, fire, fire. She also, if you hold that's R1, if you hold L1, she's got a knife, so see how she can do like a knife slash. If you look up, she does a slash in the air. You look down, she does a slash below her. So you get the idea. Once I do better animations, it'll look better. But the logic works. Everything's kind of okay. So if you run out of ammo, you've always got your knife. I don't know if anyone actually uses the knife in Resident Evil. It's the first thing I put in the item box, because I don't need it. And this was a test to make sure the combat was working. So basically I've got it set up that if I shoot this wall, it will flash red to show that there was damage. So see if I look over, if I shoot over here, nothing happened. If I shoot here, see how the wall goes red? So that's to show that I actually hit the zombie. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do auto aim. Technically I can do an auto aim, I just need to put a tag on the enemy so that when you aim it will automatically go to the enemy. But I don't know if I should make it harder for people and just make it free aim like this. So you need to be very careful, and that's it dead basically. So I've set it up so it's like 5 handgun bullets basically kills it. Oh, I'm dead. That's it. So that's where I am with the character logic just now. The only thing I need to do now is logic for when she dies basically, or when she gets attacked by a zombie. But I still need to finish the zombie first, and then I'll probably do that at the same time. Jesus Christ, LB, congrats, my brain is fried. It's really easy, trust me. Once you get your mind over it, it's really easy. All the info was going in, but my brain can't process it properly. That's my issue. I can do it, I just really slow at it processing it, so I have to really focus. Yeah, it's really, really easy. Because, like, I'll give you another example, right? Alright. Let me get everything I need, right? Let's do it over here. Right, if you're saying like chapter select, right? Like chapter 2 complete, right? Okay. So this will be inside chapter 2 and your main menu, because you need it for both. So let me rename that to chapter 2 complete. So it's got to be the exact same, right? You don't need to type it, you can use the up and down buttons, but because I've got a lot of variables in the scene already, I didn't want to do it. So all we need right now is get, right? We'll get the get one. In fact, we'll need an add one as well, right? So we're adding by 1, right? So you basically, you complete your chapter, right? And as soon as you complete your chapter, let's just say this is the trigger, right? Right, so make sure it's on and off. Don't put it here, because that changes the value of the number. Just put it in on and off, right? So that should add 1 to this variable, right? Let's see if I've done it right. So see, as I added it, it added 1, right? So you just finished chapter 2. Your logic activated it. Boom, right? In play mode. There you go. It added it. So now it's 1. So see how that activated? Look at that one, right? Watch how that activates. See, it's activated. Because it knows that's active. It doesn't matter what number that is. As long as it has a number, it's activated. So that's what it's going to look like in your chapter 2 level. And then in your main menu, you're going to have the same one. And this is going to be get. So now in your main menu, it now knows that you completed chapter 2. So then all you need to do is, say, put a text box here. Say chapter 2, right? That's all you need, honestly. Plug it there. So I'll do this in play mode, right? So this is your main menu normally, right? There's nothing there. But I'll make it even better, right? I'll use a selector, right? So that's what we need it to be. And say right now it's like, say it says like unlock chapter 2. Right, so that's what your main menu looks like. It says unlock chapter 2. After you've actually finished chapter 2, you now have the variable. So when you come back to the main menu, see it changed to chapter 2. So basically your logic will have switched from what it was originally to the new one. So now it will be selectable. Make sense? Because I mean, look how easy that is. There's really nothing to it. You've got a variable, you add a number to it, go back to your menu, you read that number, and then you just highlight that to the logic that you want to change. That's it. Really easy. I hope that... I can't explain it any simpler. That's as simple as I can go. So just practice it and you'll get there. This is looking good. Yeah, once I do all the proper animations, get the... She needs to take damage and die. I need to do that. Once I get that sorted and the zombie animations and stuff like that, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Oh my god, all we need is a blue shirt, purple trousers, blonde hair and pigtails and red lipstick, and she is perfect. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Yeah, I did update the face, I showed some of you the face. She looks a little bit better than she did before. Because before she looked a bit... She had a huge nose and her makeup was really dark. I didn't make that, so I changed her eyes as well. They're now very beautiful. I gave her a thinner nose. I actually had to sculpt this nose myself. Believe it or not, it was not easy. I was going to change. I need to do something in the mouth. I took the lipstick off because I thought it was too much. Took the piercing away as well. Tried to make her more beautiful. And then her hair was dark, so I've kind of made her hair a little bit reddish. Not ginger, but you know, a little bit red. Kind of like an X-Men, you know, like Rogue. I kind of updated her boots a little bit. I'm still not happy with them. I still feel like they're a bit too crazy. I'm probably going to have to redo them. She is a bit punk, but I'm not a big fan of that. These kind of boots. But we'll see. But I think the most part of it is done. I made her hands a bit smaller as well, because they were a bit too big. Her feet, I tried to make her feet bigger, but I'd need to redesign the shoes, and right now I think it's a headache. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do it. So I think everything looks good. She's still thick from behind. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to see that as a criticism. So yeah, everything's looking good. The only thing I want to add is facial animation, which is really difficult. I basically need to make it so that her eyebrows are separate, so that if she wants to move them, I have to be able to, you know, move her face. But it's really difficult to blend, because if you get another material and you try and blend it into her forehead, it's obvious that it's a different sculpt, because you can only blend one sculpt together. If you put a separate sculpt, you can't blend it with another one, which makes this really difficult. So I'll have her eyes moving, I'll hopefully get her eyebrows working. I wanted to try and slightly move her cheeks, but I might not do it. It might look too crappy, because I wanted to make stuff like if she smiled or, you know, did a facial expression, you know, her cheeks would kind of move up, you know. But I definitely need to do something with the mouth. I'm probably going to do really basic stuff. I'm probably just going to cut like here, you know, kind of like a mannequin. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, and she's just going to talk like that, because if I was to put in proper mouth movements, you know, like all the different mouth movements, it would be a hell of a job, and I've got like 7 characters that I need to do it for. So I think I'm going to go basic at first, and then in the future I'll expand and expand. But so far I think she looks a bit better than she did before, and she controls well. Just need to fix the animations, that's all I need to do. Damage and death animations. Redo all our other animations. Maybe redo the boots. And then animate the face a little bit. Then she's done really. And then do the same with the zombie. And that's it really. So put them in the levels. Update the levels so that the graphics and all that are good. And then the demo's good to go, I think, to be honest. Do what GTA does. Make an auto aim an option. Mild auto aim, strong auto aim, and no auto aim. Sounds like a lot of logic for me. I'm gonna make it hardcore, right? I'm not gonna give you auto aim. You're just gonna have to be good at aiming, right? I'm gonna make this game hard for you. Or do it difficulty wise. Difficulty, no auto aim, normal, mild, etc. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to put a difficulty in the demo though, because once I get this demo ready, I'm not going to waste more time making more logic. I'm just going to throw the demo out, and I want everyone to have the same demo experience as each other. So it will be normal mode, and then when the full game comes out, then I'll probably add an easy and a hard for certain people. But I want to get feedback, and I want everyone to be like on the same level, if that makes sense. This is the stuff I like. I have a hard time being motivated to build, but I like to do this logic stuff. Yeah, you just need to get passionate about your project, you know? Because I mean, look, she moves, right? And she does all those attacks, and look at the logic. It's simple. Like, you know, you look at people on Twitter or whatever, and they share their logic, and it's usually like tons of logic everywhere, like here, 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 here. It's too much, you know? I think people exaggerate. I think people do stuff like this, right? They do this, right? And they're like, oh, look at all my logic. Look how many microchips I've got. But technically, these microchips are the exact same. All I changed was the keyframe and the speed. That was it. I could probably do it a different way with keyframes, technically. But it didn't really take up much much thermal. So, and it's easier for me to manage. And this is... I could rearrange this to make it look a bit better, but it's pretty simple, very simple. Just figuring out how to do things, that's the only problem, because I didn't make all this in one go. I made mistakes, I had to go back, change things, you know, and then I thought I had it working, and then I found another bug. Or, for example, when you hold the gun with R1, I found out that if you hold L1, you also use the knife, and I was like, no, you can't use both at the same time. So that's why I had to make 2 separate control sensors, to basically say that if you're using this one disables. So this one's for R1, this one's for L1. So they disable each other, so you can only use one button at a time. It's not possible to press two. That's how I got around the issue. And the thing with logic is that you can get the same thing done by doing it many different ways. So my way of doing logic is probably not the way that you guys will do logic, or someone else does logic. Someone might look and say, don't use that, don't use this. Because I saw J plus B, he was saying like AND gates. He doesn't use AND gates. He makes his own custom thing. And I'm like, why? Why? Just use an AND gate. Like, just, you know, it doesn't take up that much thermal, does it? I think all your hard work on this is really going to pay off, LB. It's looking great, and I really hope it gets all the attention it deserves. I'm excited to get the demo out. I really think that if I can get... The main thing that's holding me back is the combat. If I can get the combat done, the rest of the demo's done, really, because I've got all the inventory done, I've got... All the environments are done, the lighting's done. I just need to tweak a few things, but I can probably do that really quickly. I might even do some of that today. I mean, I did say this was going to be a short stream, so we're probably not going to have much time. But I just wanted to show you the character, the progress I've done so far, and I'll put her into a scene, and I'll show you what she looks like in a scene as well. Let me exit here. Okay. Right, I need to see how much local space I've got. How do I do that again? I think I go here. Let me see. Right, I've got space. Right, the good thing is, right, I'm going to transition to a PS5 soon, so I'm just going to go crazy with my local saves again. Because I'm only going to be on the PS4 for another month. And then we're on the PS5. It's going to be great. We're going to have all that storage space. We're going to have all that quick loading. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, by the way, talking about upgrades and things, remember we played Eternal Darkness's game? You know, the one where the music was driving you crazy, Hauschmumen? It was the witch that could use to throw the daggers and stuff like that. Remember the dungeon game? Well, apparently the glitches that I was finding weren't actually glitches. The problem was the game wasn't working properly because the thermal was so high. He creates on a PS4 Pro, so he never had any problems. Like I said, the Pro has 3 times the power on Dreams than a regular PS4. So basically when I was playing his game, remember when we were killing enemies and we were wondering, why is there no coins? Why are the coins not dropping? Well, apparently they're supposed to emit, but because the thermal was so high, they weren't emitting. They were emitting for him every time, but not for me. So that's one of the big problems you've got to watch out for. If you're making a game on a Pro or a PS5, it may break on a regular PS4. And, you know, we had frame rate problems as well with the music. And apparently when he watched me play that game, he said the animations were really slow. Apparently it was really smooth on his Pro. So, again, you got to make sure you're optimized. So I'm probably going to keep my PS4 to play what I create on the PS5, because I'm going to make a lot of this game on the PS4, right? So next month when the PS5 comes out, I'm going to switch development over to the PS5. And maybe when I'm looking at the thermal, I don't realise that I'm using too much, you know? So when I go back, I'm going to have to go back to the PS4 version to test it, make sure everything's working okay. So what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to make a local save, I think. Right, let me find... Oh wait, I'm searching the wrong place. See, I always think that's my Dreams, but it's not. Hold on. Dreams. Right, here's the alpha test, right? But the alpha test was using this puppet. So I still need to update the what the hell is this? Well, that's the prologue. Let me see. I think I added the prologue. I think because this scene wasn't properly updated at the time, but now it is. so I can use it. But I'll show. I think everyone saw what all the areas. These were all the old areas, but they're all updated now. So technically, I can update this. Let me see. Right. I don't know about that one though. I'm only going to update the ones I know about. So this is the one. Yeah. So he added the lighting to all of these parts. I think I still need to do camera angles. I don't know if it's what room is that? That's the corridor. Yeah. I'm not going to update that yet. I'm not sure. I guess if I saved it, it must be fine. Let me see how this looks, right? We won't have the new character, but I just want to see how this works. I can't link this one yet. I'll need to edit this one because there's no transition. So what I'll do is I'll edit this one so that I can link these transitions together. Because we can link this to this, but this one hasn't been linked yet. So let me see. Right, where's my scenes? Right, this one. Intro attack out. If you haven't seen the lighting intro attack out did for this one, it's really good. Really, really good. Let me just take off some of these things. So, I mean, we still have a lot of work to do on the buildings because I want to make them all unique. But the lighting does look pretty good. I could maybe try and show you with the puppet right now, just to give you an idea of roughly what it looks like. So all these camera angles will maybe change, the buildings will change, but it's just to give you an idea of the lighting right now, what to expect. So we're going to go down this alleyway, and that's basically how we're going to get into the job centre round here. So there's a few things I need to change, like I need to make this door smaller, and move that down a bit. And then I need to put the logic in here that actually transitions us to the next scene. So I'll do that now. But I mean, the demo's like, it's almost there, we just need to put enemies in, we need to put the gameplay in that we've worked on, so it's really close, really, really close. I'm trying to think. Right, I need to take, this is the logic I made for the door. So I just need to take this through here. There's logic. Oh wait, there's logic here already. Ha! Okay, that's good. Right. Let me see. Right, so clearly I need to refresh this. There we go. Doo-doo! So basically you need to be in this trigger zone. And you also need to be facing the door. Because originally you could press X with your back to the door. Now you really need to be facing the door. So there you go. You need to be inside. You need to press X. I don't think I've updated all the logic for this one. I think I only did it for the first corridor in the job centre, but basically I added logic that said you had to be facing the door as well, but it's fine. I'll do that later. So that, let me just test and make sure that works first. It should do. Metal door. It's a long trek. I think I got it. I need to do this before I lose it all. It's very easy, very easy. Because all you're doing is you're changing a variable. You're either setting a number, you're getting the number, you're adding a number, or you're resetting the number. Forget about the numbers, right? It's just, you're just turning it on and off. That's all you're doing. Right, so we've got the door working. That's good. We just need to put some light, because it's obviously, the scene's quite dark here. So let me see here. I just need to move these. I don't know what kind of light I should use. Let me just grab one of these. Just for now, right? Oh, it's red. I didn't mean to take a red one. This was Intra that did this lighting, so I don't know what's what. Right. Right, just make them clear right now, right? Just forget about what things look like, okay? And then let me I think that'll work. So I'm going to quick save it just now. What I'll do is I'll update that dream. So now that I've updated it, I can actually move these things around. So let me see here. Start, right. So let me delete that, move this to here. Then that's going to go to the alleyway. And then that's going to go here. So I think that's everything connected. There's a little intro. There's the alleyway. Then we're going to go to the main street. We're going to go to the job centre there. That's locked. I can do like a mock test of how it works, even though the logic's not there. I'll show you roughly how it's going to work. We've also got another main street here, which we're not going to use, but basically it's going to be a duplication, a remix of this scene when you're leaving the job centre. So, so let me update that. Okay, right, let me save that, right. I'll play through this, right? And I'll give you a rough idea of what it's going to be like, right? So I still need to add music and stuff. Because I've not edited every single scene. I still need to polish everything. But I'll turn up the audio, just in case. I quite like watching logic breakdowns too. I bet people would watch logic ideas in bite-sized videos. Yeah, a lot of people make really lengthy tutorials, and there's really no need, because they get really boring. And then when you're trying to follow it, it's like, oh, you know, well, did I miss something? You need to try and find what you missed. It's really annoying. So yeah, they really should make more bite-sized ones. I would, yeah, so would I. Me too, I understand the ideas behind logic, but often there's an obvious thing I'm missing. Neil, hey Neiltons, welcome to the stream. Hey dude, try my new game on Dreams. It's called The Beat Machine. Oh, it sounds good. Or The Beat Machine. Well, I always play new Dreams every Monday on YouTube, and then on I think on like Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch I also play like categorized things like horror games or RPG games, so I could play it then as well. Today's just a create stream, so I'm just going to focus on doing this today, but I'll play it on Monday, on Monday's play stream. I'll just take a note of it and I'll get to it, I promise. Whoosh, it works. Now to do chapter 2 and 3. See, it's easy, piece of cake. Right, I'll do like a mock playthrough of the demo, right? So, you know, bear with me here, right? This is an alpha test. It's all very professional. This is all going to get updated, this part, with like proper cutscenes. You're going to see a background and everything once I do the environments. So that's like a mock prologue kind of thing. Then this is how the demo's going to start. The main game's not going to start like this. It's going to be a bit different. There's going to be like a proper intro cutscene and things like that. But basically in the demo you're going to have the character, and yeah, this is basically where you're going to start. There's probably going to be a zombie here that you need to take out, or you can run past if you don't want. So we're going to go through here. Then we're in the new scene here. So my idea is that you're going to hear a lot of zombie noises in the background, like from other streets, you know, like oh, like in the distance. When you get here, I want you to hear like zombie noises. Like I want there to be like a dead body over here, and there's like a couple of zombies like eating it. I'm not sure if I'm going to let you fight them. I might give you the option of fighting them or just walking past them. Like there's no real reason to kill them or distract them, so you could just walk past them. And then there's going to be this fire over here, so I'll probably put like an item over here so you can get a bit closer and you'll find something here. But obviously you ain't going that way, so then you're going to have to go in this way, and you're going to have to go down to enter the job centre. So once this is all polished up, once it's got music, once it's got sound effects, I think everything's going to look really good. Right, there's a glitch. That was weird. I think it's because I was loading this character, maybe. So this is the only scene that actually has this character in it so far. So this is the old character. As you can see, she cannot do her knife attacks, and she's got the old face. So I've not updated her yet. So basically when you get here, this will be locked. So then you have to go around this way. I'm going to change a lot of this because I feel like the hallway's a bit too long. And then you'll come through here. Loading. See, we're changing characters. It's magical. So you can go in here into the bathroom. I still need to do the animation for that door. So you'll probably find an item here. I don't know if it will be ammo or health or something like that. But you'll also have a little door here, which you may be able to open if you dare. So that'll be in there. And then once you come through here, you've obviously got the actual job centre itself. So that's like the front entrance here. You can't get out there just yet, not until you're finished with here. What I want to do is behind here I wanted to make like the fire extinguisher that we need, but it's like locked away, maybe on the wall or something over here. And maybe there's like a document you can read over there. So we need to go find the key for the fire extinguisher. So up the stairs we go. So if we go this way, that first door's locked. This one takes us into the save room. I've not actually did the camera angle for this room yet, but basically there's the key we need, and there's the save point. So you would use this to save your game. So I made it mandatory that you need to get the key in here, just so you can get familiar with the save points. Because I don't want people playing this and thinking like, oh, there's no checkpoints. How was I supposed to save my game? Well, there are save points. So I'm going to make this character a lot shorter. I feel like it's a bit too long. So we'll get here. We can... it's actually wise to go here first. A little tip, right? Because we got the key that we needed. I think that was the key for the computer room. Not for the records room downstairs. But we still need to get an item in here. So there's probably going to be like a floppy disk in here. Because it's a computer room, right? So we got the floppy disk. We probably read another document. And then after that, what we're going to... Like, luckily we're already here, right? We'd basically go back downstairs. Now we've got the key and the floppy disk. So once we get to that part, we'll come back through here, obviously. So there you go, there's an example of how it's locked. And then it says, used the records room key. And then we can go through. See? Ta-da! I came prepared. And then we're in the records room, so there's a few things over here that you can find. A few items, but it's blocked. As you go down here, you'll find the actual computer here, so you'll probably use the floppy disk here. You'll find some information, and then that'll help you get the fire extinguisher. So basically you have to go back through this way. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay. So then we would go back round here, behind the desk probably. Get the fire extinguisher that we need. Then we can leave through the front door. So see, right now it's too dangerous right now. But once we get the fire extinguisher, we can leave, go back on the street, and then we go back up to the other end. There's a small little fire. We can put out with the fire extinguisher, go through there. End of demo. So I think it's a good little length. Excuse me, for the demo. It'll give people a good idea of what to expect. So there's going to be zombies around. Some of them will be dead. Some of them will be walking around. Some of them might even be crawling. To show that you can actually, you have to aim down to kill some zombies. You can't just aim forward all the time. Later in the game, you'll be able to fight enemies in the air, like crows or plants on the wall or the ceiling. So you will have to aim up later as well. So yeah, that's like a brief overview of what the demo is going to be like. Still got a lot of work to do over the next few weeks, but hopefully I can get it out for Halloween. No promises, but if I'm happy with it, I'll let you know. Those blinds really mess with my eyes. Good. We want to make it as horrible as possible. And the Jobby Centre, that's it. It's the worst place to be, isn't it? Absolute worst place to be. Yeah, so that's what I'll work on. I'll finish up the character, do the damage and dying animations, get the zombies ready. Then I'm going to basically go over every environment again. I'm going to make some of the corridors a bit shorter, some of the rooms a bit smaller, more compact, like that waiting room that we went to. In hindsight, I feel like it's a little too big, so I'm going to compact it a little bit. And, you know, same with the corridors and everything. And then I'm going to put all the logic in so that you can actually read the notes, you can actually pick up all the items, and you can actually complete the demo start to finish with the enemies and things. So it's coming together. We're so close, and it'll be good to see what people think, because a lot of people don't know about the project, so we'll get a lot of good feedback. And then I'll work on the second demo with the other character, the male character. Hopefully get that out at the end of November, and I'll use a lot of the feedback that I got from the first demo into the second one. And then after that, I don't think I'm going to get the game finished this year, because there's so many problems that I need to solve, and got a lot of voice acting that didn't pan out the way I was hoping it to, so I need to sort out some of those issues first. But I don't. If it comes to next year, I don't think it'll be that much of a wait. Like the end of January, beginning of February, maybe. But I'm going to try and work really hard on it. My idea is that once I've got all the characters functioning, the characters, the enemies, all the logic is done. All I'm really doing is adding the same logic, just to a different scene, polishing up the graphics on a scene, adding cutscenes. I think like right now it's a lot of slow, monotonous work. But I feel like once I get all that done, the rest of the development will actually go a lot quicker. So you never know. I might do a lot better. Love it. Good stuff. And this is still really rough. I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know, it's going to be a lot better. But I need to keep thinking that a lot of people who have never seen this before, or have never played it, for example, they're going to be like, wow, this is really good. Like, once it's all polished. For me, I've played this like a million times. We've seen it on stream a lot, so we're used to it. But for a lot of people, this is the first time they've seen it, so got to remember first impressions. Hopefully they'll be good. So yeah, I'm going to bow out now. So we actually did 2 streams today. We streamed for a couple of hours on Twitch. So if anyone has Twitch or uses Twitch and wants to join us there sometime, it's the same name, LittleBigAnimation. I'm basically just going to stream there for now, just on, I think on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe a double stream on Friday. But it's looking at categories, so I've been making a lot of collections. So we've got like remakes, 3D platformers, arcade games, Soulborns, adventure games, horror games, first-person shooters, puzzle, blah blah blah. That's what we're doing on Twitch. We're specifically trying to find games for collections, so they don't clash with the YouTube play and create streams. We're doing something different on Twitch, so there's that if you want to join us for that. But for tomorrow, we're probably just going to chill out, and we still need to check out Season 2 of Fall Guys. So if anyone wants to join Season 2 of Fall Guys stream here on YouTube tomorrow, let me know, and I'll try and get you into the party, and we'll just relax. And then next week, basically what I'm going to do is just our normal play stream here on YouTube on Monday. Tuesday will be Twitch categories. Wednesday, I don't know what I'm going to do on Wednesday yet. I still haven't decided. We'll just have to wait and see. But Thursday will be Twitch categories. I'll probably do a little bit on YouTube if I've got time, and then on Friday I'll probably do the Twitch and the YouTube create stuff. So I'm trying to figure out a good schedule. We'll see how it goes. So thanks very much, guys, for tuning in. I know this was a shorter one today, but overall it was quite long for me. So if anyone wants to play Fall Guys tomorrow, let me know and I'll set that up. So enjoy the rest of your Friday. Hopefully you like the look of the game so far, and I'll see you then. Bye. See ya.